I am posing you, you fat bald bastard!
I've been playing TF2 for nearly 6,000 hours, and across that time I've witnessed quite a many personalities playing this game. But then you start noticing some repeating patterns between different players. And so with that, the stereotypes came to be. I wasn't originally planning to make this video, but there's this one British cunt in my server who has been constantly pestering me to make a video on skunts. Obviously I don't have enough to say about them to warrant an entire video, so fuck it. Every class gets their own stereotype. Remember people, if you want something, make sure you're annoying about it. Now obviously Soundsmith has made those cosmetic and weapon stereotypes, but I want to focus on classes themselves. I also don't claim every person who plays a certain class is like this. It just means some people may think you are like that, and please don't apply this for every player you see in the game, as I'm just a silly Finnish robot who just happens to make garbage videos on the internet, so that means you shall not take every word I say as the obsolete truth. You are an asshole if you start labeling everyone like that. Got it? Alright, let's go.
Here's a schematic for you. My ass!
Scouts that wear bright colors and taunt after every kill, use a force in nature as spam ladybites are called skunts and nobody likes them. They usually have fragile egos, so if you manage to kill them enough times, they will often get angry and maybe drop a couple slurs in the chat. That's when they start playing wars and you can actively get some entertainment out of their rage.
Scotland is not a real country! You are an Englishman with a dress!
Soldier players often have inflated egos because they think they're the best player in the game just because they can shoot at the floor and deal damage that way. They're also very terrible at the game, so they either need Pocket Medic to shove his medigun up his ass or rely on the black box cons combo. They usually like to shit talk, but if you just manage to counter them and kill their medic, their egos will just shatter and start blaming the game for constantly dying. It's because that engineer spams short circuit or Pyro spams air blast. It can't because of him. No, it's the game's fault. Pyro players are either furries or only know how to press 2 buttons at once. I've seen way too many Pyros who use the head price with pink paint whose profile is full of furry fetishes, or Pyro who doesn't know they have other weapons too and can air blast projectiles as well.
Dominated! And I've been shagging your wife! Haha!
Demo players like to spam stickies and only stickies, as they don't know he has any other weapon. They claim it takes skill, but then take another whiff of some glue.
Shh! Sasha is asleep.
Heavy can be kind of the same as Soldier, who will scream if the medic isn't healing them 24/7 and blame others when they die, but this time they're actually pretty competent, but you don't really need to yell at me. I am sensitive, I will cry if you keep screaming at me, please stop. Then there are hoovies who are just chilling in the corner, giving out sandwiches. As long as they don't help the enemy I'm killing, they're fine. Otherwise I have to commit a war crime and get rid of them.
Woo-wee! Making bacon.
Engineer players are either Uncle Dane wannabes or trolls. The wannabe means that they like to copy everything that Uncle Dane does, constantly say the same engineer gaming joke, and while they're helpful to their team, I can understand why people can get annoyed by them. As much as I worship Uncle Dane daily too, I have developed my own style for engineer, so just copying a famous YouTuber won't make you better in the long run. And the engineer trolls are pretty self-explanatory. They build teleports facing the cliff and are overall just pain in the ass if they're in your team.
Would you like a second opinion? You are all so ugly!
Medic players are the medic GF to heavies and soldiers, so they only heal them, as their beloved will get angry if they stop healing them for even 1 second. But then there are the independent medics who will get shit down but will criticize you for everything you do. You didn't give him a sandwich in 0.2 seconds when he asked for one? No heals for you, buddy. Did he save him when every enemy in the server decided to jump on him? No heals. You pressed the E key too many times? He will tell you to kill yourself.
That's some shonky business right there.
Snipers think they're the coolest and hottest shit in the game, with their hoodies and lone wolf attitudes, when in reality they're just lonely losers who happen to sometimes hit on heads and most of the time just sit at the bottom of the scoreboard, and of course, call you slurs if you jump on them. Then there are the actually terrifying quiet snipers who will absolutely dominate you. They haven't gone outside since the Uber update and are constantly honing their skills to impress their internet friends and making you always chant a prayer when crossing a sideline, hoping to God that they happen to be focused on someone else when you come into their view.
Well, off to visit your mother!
Then finally, we have the spy, and you all know what I'm gonna say. Spy mains are weeaboos. Literally every single one of them. I have no idea why they like to play spy. Maybe it's the kunai, maybe it's the fact that in order to play spy, you must not take showers and avoid sunlight at all cost. Most spy mains also have massive egos, but are even more easy to shatter as a spy is a bad class. Like, I've seen most people who play spy are kind of miserable or refuse to play any other class, while they just complain about how cheap the enemy team's playstyle is, and if you may really manage to anger them, they might call you a slur in the chat. I have no idea why are they like this, and at this point, I don't even wish to know. Anyway, that is all the stereotypes that I could come up with. Sure, there are many more, like how most engineer players are chill until there's that one demo man destroying their shit, or how scout mains think A-pose is the funniest thing in this game, and goddamn, I agree with that, it is quite funny. I just did this for fun, and you should take this as a silly video on TF2 players and should not apply these stereotypes for every person you meet in game. Except maybe with soldier, spy and sniper, just because they seem the most enjoyable to make fun of. Anyway, do leave a like if you wish to see more TF2 stuff, and maybe leave a nice comment down below that totally isn't calling me a slur for making this video, and have a nice day.
May I make a suggestion?
Run.
Oh! Heck yes! Job well done.